Chris, this is your gag. What time is it? What segment are we doing?
Fresh from the comic shop.
Live from the pressing salon. That's right, everybody. This is the segment we do each and every week where we feature your fresh gets. You guys send us your fresh gets on Instagram. You tag us, and you also use the hashtag FFTCS, and we will feature them on the show. But the stakes have gotten even bigger because we're starting to give away 9.8 slabs. We gave away one each week last week for a promotion with Whatnot. We're still doing promotions with Whatnot, but we're doing one a month round, like March Madness style is basically what it is. So that's for the month of July, March Madness style. We had our winner last week, who will go head to head with our winner this week. Manny, you are picking the winner from this week, so you better take notes. We forgot to tell you in the pre-show, but yeah. You have to take notes. So get a pen and paper and pay attention because Whatnot is just doing us a solid. They love Fresh from the Comic Shop, as you guys do as well. We're just going to get into it. But first, before we do, you may be asking yourself what Whatnot is. What Whatnot is. Is that right, Chris? What Whatnot is? Well,
Whatnot is?
What is Whatnot? Whatnot combines the safe buying platform of eBay with the video component of Twitch. Their mission is to bring together collectors and enthusiasts to safely buy, sell, and connect. Chris and I, we don't bullshit you. If we don't believe in a product, we wouldn't be pushing this. This interface is amazing. The capabilities to have are, it's literally watching eBay, right? But you have the person selling right in front of you talking about the products. And as you see, somebody here is going to win a Funko Pop in our little B-roll. You guys should be signed up. And if you use our link, which is right here, and it also is below in the description, you'll get $3 off of your first purchase. Now, here are the rules for Fresh from the Comic Shop. You must be signed up to Whatnot by using our link. Again, it'll give you $3 off your first purchase. You must follow Comic Book Canon on Whatnot. We have to verify you are on Whatnot if you want to win. Post a pic of your fresh get on Instagram. Tag us at Comic Book Canon. That's right, at Comic Book Canon. And use the hashtag FFTCS, and it's right there. You submitted each and every week. Now, you all get one submission. I know a lot of you send in at least 10 or so, which is great, but you're only going to get one that Chris and I will decide on, and we will go from there. Once again, this is like March Madness. Each week, you're going to have a winner, right? Week 1 and week 2 go up together. We'll ask the community to vote on between those two. They'll move on to the finals. Week 3 and 4 go head-to-head. They'll move on to the finals, and we'll have the head-to-head because you guys can win this month. This is a big one because we just talked about James Connie in the 4th, right? Am I right? Well, guess what? We will be giving away a 9.8 Apartment of Truth #1 slab, courtesy of Whatnot. Are you guys just ready to do this? We've been talking too much about this. Everybody's just ready. Oh, good question, Key Collector. What's your username for Whatnot? At Comic Book Canon. Real quick, Moonlit Comics. Where are you shooting? Where's your location? Where are you broadcasting from?
I am actually it's Columbia, California. In the foothills, about an hour away from beautiful Yosemite.
All right.
Yes.
Fantastic. We will get into that a little bit later. By the way, what we're looking for here, the criteria, Manny, pay attention. We're looking for presentation. We're looking for a unique book. It could be just the cover. It could be just a unique, it could be something that's decades old. But we're also looking for a unique story as well. Last week we had Into Oblivion. He won because it was unique because it connected him with his son. It was the first appearance of Reverse Flash. So that was special. Those are the things we're looking for. But you know what else is special? This is our first submission right now that I just want to share because this is fantastic news, guys. This is starting off on a good foot, a good note. We got Pete Keel. As y'all know, Boudreaux66, he is a member of this community. He just had his last radiation treatment and went dressed as Superman. Boudreaux66, that is so amazing to hear. We are in your corner. This is fantastic. Thank you so much, Pete Keel, for sharing this with us. And the fact he dressed up as Superman. Honestly, man, you've dealt with something that most people haven't, and you've made it through, and we are just very happy to hear this. I got goosebumps on my arm. All right. Moving on, though, we got Nuke's Comics here. Swamp Thing #4. He picked up this copy of Swamp Thing from Wild West Comics. He hasn't purchased a copy of this title since he was a kid. The streak is over. Congratulations on that, Swamp Thing #4, Nuke's Comics. Then we got JDS Comics and Collectible, a 9.8 Venom #3, the first Null, second print, but had to have it. It's looking pretty good. That is looking pretty. Null will be back, everybody. We all know Null will be back. I love this name here. Fister Roboto 94, Demon 1, and Strange Adventures 205. Getting ready for the Justice League Dark. That's right, J.J. Abrams is involved in a Justice League Dark series with HBO Max. We got Son of Comics. He always put Red Hulk in his submissions here. Bitterroot 14 and Usagi 20. Two books that are freaking cool. You're absolutely loving both of those covers as well. We got Spiderweb. Check out the shadows. Check out the shadows there. Nice. I don't know what book this is. It's Blade, but he doesn't know. We don't know the number. He said it's fresh get from eBay. Can't wait to see a new movie. That's right. We are super psyched for that.
That's Heroes Reborn.
That's what. Okay, so it's a new book. I'm not picking up those Heroes Reborn, although people are saying it's pretty good. So maybe I should be. We got Comic Con. Berserker #1, the 1 in 200 More Virgin variant. Really like this cover. Very clean and simple. Now, they had thousands of variants for this book, but that is a beautiful looking book, and it's the 1 in 200. Good get right there. We got Comic 16 Books. That's the name, Comic_16 Books. Been looking for this book for a while and found it at a new LCS. I visited today. Love the cover done by Eric Larson and Randy Emerlin. The Amazing Spider-Man 347, The Boneyard Hop Part 2 of 2. Now, this is like literally 47 issues after Venom was first introduced, but this is a classic cover right there. Eric Larson, solid stuff. Into Oblivion, our winner from last week, has another Flash book, but this is reprinted from the Silver Age, as you can see from the 250-cent price tag on there. We got Brayman. This is a good story right here. Brayman's books finally finished paying off my grill. I'm assuming he means ASM 300. Then grabbed because that's a 9.0. Then grabbed a few extra goodies. Highly suggest that everyone builds a relationship with their LCS. I would have never thought mine would let me do payments. Now I own my first grill. Congratulations on that, Brayman's books. Really happy to hear it. Now, Chamorro, Manny, time for you to share a book, right? No, we're not done. We got like 50 submissions a week.
Okay. All right, I was gonna say.
But it's time
that's a hard choice as it is.
It's time for you to share one of your fresh gets from this week. What do you got?
All right. You know what? I'm gonna show this one off. So this is a book coming out next week. This is Beyond the Breach by Ed Brisson. This is the Phil Hester variant cover. This book is phenomenal. It is phenomenal, and I love this cover, man. I love the creepy vibe.
Cover with the amazing colors. What is the title on that again?
Beyond the Breach.
Who's the publisher?
Aftershock Comics.
Oh, it's Aftershock. Okay,
yeah,
nice.
So
that's a unique book right there. Again, it's going along what we were talking about with the indies. You know, people bringing in the indies. Good stuff right there. That is a good first start for you. We got next up more from the audience. Decor Collectibles. This week's Comic Call. Happy 4th of July, everyone. What better way to celebrate Independence Day than to find some Firefly books? Browncoats fighting for the Independence versus the Alliance. Yes, I know Firefly. Deep cuts. Believe me, it fits. There's also some Superman. So you got some Action Comics. You got some, I'd say that's some 90s Green Lantern in there. Good stuff all around. I love this name, too. Peter Peanuts. Peter Peanuts. Mail Call. ASM 678. This is the Mexican variant in Venom #1. Oh, you know what? That's on another image. That is a beautiful looking book right there. I think that's actually the ASM 59. No, I don't know what that is. That's the 678. My bad. I'm a little flustered, but that is a nice looking book right there. Good friend Dan De La Torre. Chris, true or false? Dan loves his Defenders.
That's not just true. That goes beyond true.
I don't know what that is, but yeah, for real. Here's this week's Fresh from the Comic Shop. Defender 6. 7.0 white page. First appearance of Cyrus Black. Little known character, but a personal favorite of mine. Dan always bringing the heat. We got K-Mort's Comics. Picked up some Shang-Chi autographed goodness today. Special Marvel edition. 16 Shang-Chi's first appearance of Midnight Sun, autographed by Jim Starlin. Can you believe at one time this book went for $1.50 signed? Nope. Especially after November when that movie comes out. It's going to be worth more than $1.50. I think it's fair to guess. Now here, Tommy Boy Collections. This is for you. This is for you, Manny. When he saw you were going to be on here, he noticed Chamorro. He had a book, and I was like, okay, do you want just because this isn't a book, it's not going to be eligible for fresh in the comic shop. We want to share it with you. He had a book and also a poster. I was like, it's one or the other. He's like, I'm going to do the poster because I want to do a shout out to Chamorro. So here we go. Today's fresh from the comic shop score. Got this art piece for an investment and to hang in my son's room. 40th anniversary of Marvel Origins, signed by both artists Tom Grinders and Tom Smith, with my first Stan Lee signature. My son showing it off with his little sister. I hope this counts. This one's okay. This is where it calling out to you. This one's good for your guest, Chamorro Cinema, because my son's hat says Heifa Adai in the Chamorro language, which means hello. I would be happy even if it's not in the contest.
Dude.
That's pretty sweet, huh?
That's awesome. Dude, because there's less Chamorros in the world than African gray elephants, man. We're an endangered species. So to see that, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, he was quite excited to share that with you. He was like 100%. Let's go with the poster. I was like, you got it. He also does a great job of presentation where he's got these crazy like collectible or classic cars. It's incredible what he does normally. I think actually let's bring that up again.
That was his behind there?
Yeah, that's his wife's car. It's this purple Cadillac or something. It's all hyped. I'm not a car person, but what they got going on there, it's pretty insane. So good stuff, Tommy Boy Collections. Thank you so much for doing what you do and sending in and being part of this segment all the time. We greatly appreciate it. Chris, we appreciate you. We appreciate you got into your Airbnb. We also appreciate your first fresh get, but explain it. It's not in your hand. Go ahead.
All right. I did bring a storefolio of some readers to read while I'm gone, but I wasn't going to bring my fresh gets because, I didn't want them to travel with me, anything of, value and whatnot. So I'm going to talk a little bit here, but we got pictures. So I hope it, so Jeff, I'm going to act like I'm doing this.
We got a timer right. We got a timer right.
All right. So this week, shoot, which one are we doing first?
Boom.
Is it the first one that I guess that's the one we're doing first.
This is the order you gave it to me in. What am
the order I gave it to you in. Okay, good.
Sorry, Manny, we're fighting in front of you. It's very awkward. I understand.
It's all, you know what? It's quite all right. This here is Journey into Mystery, number 104. This is the second appearance of Enchantress, the original Enchantress. It might not pertain directly to what's going on in the Loki show right now, but that's okay. A lot of you know that I've been talking about, completing my Thor run. And although technically Thor Volume 1 starts at 126, it continues Journey into Mystery. So Thor 104, it was a really, really awesome price. It's a decent condition. You guys probably know me. I am always looking for mid-grades if they present well. And for a white cover, an early Silver Age book, I had to go for it.
Yo, you've been bringing the Silver Age heat the last few weeks, and I applaud you. By the way, it is now pouring rain outside on the East Coast. If my power goes out, it's been great hanging out with you guys. Just letting you know. All right, moving on though, Chris. By the way, that's you plateaued. I think it's all down the hill for your other fresh gets.
Oh,
sorry.
Yeah.
Moving on, we got Comic Demon. Super late getting my Wednesday comics posted, so I guess better late than never. Here you go. He's got Red Room that he's got a ton of those Red Room books. Again, I'm not into the horror books, but a lot of people are liking that book. I think Azores Tiger is into it as well. I believe he said something about that. So those are some nice fresh gets there. Comic Demon. Good friend of the show, Dave collects. Yeah. Super Ultron, Batwing, Spec Master, Real Rude 6 Comics. That's what he calls him, is the Super Ultron Batwing Spec Master. I finally got my second copy of number 1 of Spider-Man 2099. and first copies of 2 and 3 to check out. Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099 is going to be big when he hits the big screen. He kind of already did, guys. He kind of already did Into the Spider-Verse at the end there with Oscar Isaac doing the voice. So we'll see. We'll see if he's going to be integrated more into the sequel for Into the Spider-Verse, but those are some great gets right there. Cyclonic Rage. Bangle, this is what he wrote. Bangle, never mentioned, and cheap first appearance. I guess we don't know much about nobody has really talks about the Bangle. I think that's what he's alluding to. I'm not quite sure. I love this cover though. This is a great looking issue right here with Bangle's got the size. Just on there. And here we go. Comic Ozzy. He was a winner, I believe, last month and paid it forward as well. He is always shooting just on point with everything he shoots here. We got some awesome Team Up Tuesday, Punisher Annual 2, the first fight between Moon Knight and Punisher. It's the first meeting of Moon Knight and Punisher. I'm loving that book. I can't see what's in the background right there, but again, it always ties into the book. He always thinks, guys, this is how you present your comic books right here on Fresh from the Comic Shop. Take a class from Comic Ozzy. He is on point. I think he's shooting with his DSLR as well. We got super crispy comics. All right, comic book canon homies. This is my favorite, Fresh from the Comic Shop yet. I met Luis from Kaboom Comics at the swap meet this weekend. He not only sold me the Thor 337, but also painted the Beta Ray Bill portrait you see in the back. That's really, really
beautiful.
I'm beyond thankful. If you have something you're looking for, please reach out to him. He has a lot of books, and most of the times he sends the shipping box with an awesome portrait of our favorite heroes and villains. Thank you, Kaboom Comics. Oh, and I don't care if it has a chip off the top corner. I really never thought I'd come across this book in my price range, and it will never leave my personal collection. Those are the stories you want to hear, guys, Fresh from the Comic Shop. That's what we like to hear. That means something to you, on top of the fact that's an incredible portrait right there of Beta Ray Bill. That is beautiful. So good stuff right there. Super crispy comics. Good stuff. All right, guys, this is my first fresh get of the week. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for a shipment from TFAW, Things from Another World. They are usually an amazing comic distributor or comic shop, online comic shop. They do a good job, but they've been having problems with FedEx. They're in Portland, Oregon. They were dealing with that heat wave. Their air conditions went down. Anyways, but I finally got my shipment, and this is an Art Germ variant of Batman 108. It's foil. It is just absolutely stunning.
Ooh,
I'm loving this.
That's a great cover.
Cover right there. This was 2 months ago. Finally got it on Monday. So, but I'm loving this cover. Art Germ is one of our favorites. Chris and I are loving us some Art Germ.
Yep.
So that is my first fresh get of the week. Moving on, guys. We got a lot of submissions. It's just good chatting with Manny. You're just an easygoing dude, and we're happy that you're here. Moving on. We got MCats910 with the Secret Wars #3, first appearance of Titania. But guys, we want more description from these books. Tell us more, what it means to you. Here we go. I'm happy to report. Remember T-Shoe, #1, he said, again, my entry didn't make it in. He emailed us. We got it straightened out. Here's his first fresh from the comic shop. With the addition of the Marvel Superheroes 13, my Marvel birthday run is complete. Only took me 53 years. Congratulations on that. And congratulations, T-Shoe, on getting your first fresh from the comic shop entry in. We will see it going forward. We figured it out, guys. We figured it out. All right, we got good friend of the show, Serge, a.k.a. 080879 lines. Say that. That's literally his handle. Robin book with a Joker painting on there. I'm not sure which Robin book it is, but that's early 90s goodness when I think he had his first series ever, and he was a character for over 50 years, 55 years or so. And you got that Heath Ledger portrait with Batman in the background. Pretty sweet stuff. Serge, let us know what 080879 lines is all about. That is a long handle. Chef R.D. Harris. By the way, Chef R.D. Harris, you have some delicious looking food on your Instagram account. Bunch of X-Men ones right there. Loving that. I'm sure you are as well. That's the Jerry Dugan reboot there. Not reboot, but it's the new series. I can't stand how why can't we just continue on with the numbers, guys? Why?
Yep.
Talk to me. Oh, and now, Manny, it's your turn. Your second fresh get of the week. What do you got?
Oh, I feel like I should reach back and grab something
You're
more showy, but no, this is actually probably one of my favorite series right now. Swamp Thing, issue number 5.
That's clean.
Dude, isn't that pretty?
That is
Swamp Thing, issue number 5. I'm loving this book. Ron V is absolutely killing it, bringing us back to those Alan Moore days of Swamp Thing goodness, that existential horror and existential dread. You know, not leaning too much on gimmick, just great characters, great writing, and a phenomenal story. Love, love, love that book.
Hey, here's the thing. Chris and I get called out for not enjoying, like, always shitting on DC, and we are big-time proponents of DC. We grew up with those characters as well. I lean more towards Marvel, but here's the deal. It's absolutely standing, right? I didn't get that cover. That's cover B, right?
Yep.
That's cover B. I always shoot for the cover A's on this, but that series is awesome. That series absolutely is awesome. I'm really glad you picked that one up. It's a beautiful, gorgeous-looking cover as well. I've never been into Swamp Thing. My local comic shop manager's like, yo, check this series out. I don't know I have read a Swamp Thing book before, but I've never collected the series. And I know it's only a 12-issue run. Am I right?
Yep.
It's really good, though. Really, really good. All right. But you know what else is really good? All these other submissions here. We got Heroes Reborn Comics. Another fresh get from my local comic shop, Royal Collectibles. Guys, that's my comic book shop as well. Thanks, Mike and Jay. Mike, you're awesome. Yeah, I talk to Mike every day, or every time I walk in there. Avengers number 48, the first appearance of Dane Whitman as the new Black Knight. Guys, I think this book is going somewhere. I could be wrong, but I think this book is going somewhere, considering he will be in the MCU once Eternals is released. I think November. Is Shang-Chi September? I can't remember. Yep. I can't keep up. All right. Another favorite here, guys. C to – yeah, Siri, I'm not talking to you. Another one here. We got C to the G. Blessed and grateful for this. Galaxy far, far away. Summer of 77. Star Wars #1. I like the position of the Darth Vader helmet.
Yes.
I love how he set that up. Good stuff. C to the G. Good friend of the show, Ian, a.k.a. Hood Rat. You better watch out, you badass kids. Santa's about to get your ass. We got Sleigh Bells #1. Guys, I'm waiting for this as well from TFAW. I don't know when I'm going to get this, but I'm super psyched. Chris, as you all know, Chris and I are big fans of Bad Idea, even though, as they say, they're discontinuing Bad Idea. We'll see, though. We'll see. Next up, we got AZ Mailman 211. My submission for Fresh from the Comic Shop this week is Amazing Spider-Man 188, a classic black cover by Dave Cockrum and Terry Austin. For Father's Day, my wife took me comic book hunting. It's great to have a partner who supports your hobby. This was my first get from that trip. Good on you. Manny, you also have a wife that supports your hobby as well. That's very good to hear. It means so much when you guys can kind of share your passions, right? She doesn't have to be all in, even though she does read, right?
Oh yeah. Dude. We went to our first just American Legion style show on the last month, and dude, I think she bought just as many books as I did. So she's getting into it. She's getting deep.
Great. That's even better when you kind of get them into it. It's a lot. That is definitely a lot of fun, and that's good to hear as well for you, AZ Mailman 211. We got Arcade 444. He was one of our finalists a couple weeks ago. Seeing Double, it was a long shot. This is a play on words, by the way, you'll see. But I just scored 2 copies of Long Shot 1, G.I. Joe number 22, and Defenders 18, all in my local comic shop discount bins. Even scored a couple of newsstand editions. That's good stuff. That is good stuff there, Arcade 444. He also has that pinball machine. Remember, Chris, the Amazing Spider-Man pinball machine?
Yes.
All right. Chris, you have no idea what I'm showing you next, but I'm going to let you know in the private chat what it is. Actually, I don't know what it is. I'm just going to have to bring it up. I didn't leave notes. So here we go. It starts with an A and ends with an Avengers.
Is this my second get?
This is your second fresh get of the
week.
week.
Don't show it yet. Don't show it yet.
Show it.
I wanted to save this one for last, but that's okay. So, okay, I did a video at the beginning of the year talking about, top books to, key books to speculate on, whatever. And this book was on that list. And it was about, the books to get in 2021 before MCU Phase 4. and I brought up this book and I talked about this book. I didn't own this book then. And for some reason, even after I talked about it, I didn't, I was hunting here and there, actually passed up on one. And I'm like, dang it. But I went and finally got it. And it is an Avengers Silver Age book. And I actually just did a video on it today. You guys should go watch that. But Jeff, it is Avengers number 10, first appearance of Immortus. Woo! Now, here's the thing. And again, I'm not trying to give a bunch of spoilers with Loki or anything right now. We know Kang is going to come in the MCU with via Jonathan Majors, Quantumania. But everyone thinks that Kang's going to show up sooner than later. They think all this stuff that's going on in the MCU right now. I'm telling you, if you guys have read West Coast Avengers 61 and 62 and understand what's been going on with Scarlet Witch and some of the things that's going on with Loki, I'm telling you, this book right here. We have one more Loki show. That's all I'll say about that. But I'm very happy to have gotten this book because Immortus. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, you should have showed that one. That should have been your last book. I don't know what you were thinking there.
Yeah.
Guys, that's my fault. I ruined it. But this is what happens, guys. We're a live show. We're on the edge of our toes at all times. Things happen. By the way, Planet Arizona Comics. This is funny. Thanks for showing my book. My wife got to experience what I go through when she's looking for shoes. I'm just wondering if there's she's involved in a community that they do live shows with shoes. It's a possibility, but I'm glad she got to experience that if she's watching. Hello, Planet Arizona Comics' wife. Moving on though. All right, honestly, Chris, that's no joke. You're killing it this week. But all these other community members are killing it too. Manny, are you enjoying this? I mean, these guys are bringing some great books to the show here. Miguel.g.comics. This is the Portuguese 5th volume of the brilliant Jeff Lemire's Gideon Falls, a hardcover edition of numbers 22 through 26. I hear nothing but good things about this series. Jeff Lemire is an excellent writer, as we all know. And I think, people are saying that this could be adapted too. We can only hope. Union Josh Comics. By the way, he is from across the pond over there. Chris, he's giving you a shout out here. Warlock, Volume 1. Chris is happy, as you can hear. Volume 1, number 15. The first cover appearance of Gamora and the origin of Thanos. I was flicking through the back issues this past weekend and saw this book. I know Chris is a big fan of Warlock, so I thought this would be a great book for the show over at Comic Book Canon. You are damn straight. Not only because it's Warlock on the cover. That's a gorgeous Warlock cover, but you got a Mad Titan's origin as well as Gamora's first cover appearance. I mean, come on. Good book to have, no doubt. Neil Floyd. What's that? Go for it. Were you going to say something, Chris?
Oh, no. I was just yepping right along with it all.
Okay, well, this is interesting, too, because this kind of ties into you as well, personally. Neil Floyd, 79. Obviously, it's X Factor 6, first appearance of Apocalypse, but he says, my second book from A1 Comics.
Oh,
look at you, Chris. Getting them some customers there.
That's what's
all right, guys. Nerds being geeks, he went over the top. He went to the highest mountaintop he could. I'm trying to think of these cliche expressions, but it's not coming. You'll see what I'm talking about here, though. Nerds Being Geek, Werewolf by Night, number 40, written by Doug Mensch, with art by Don Perlin, over 11,000 feet above sea level in the Rocky Mountains. Just one of the few books I picked up in Colorado at Time Warp Comics. I mean, that is unique right there. Great presentation. That's a good book, too. That's a great Silver Age book as well. Werewolf by Night is definitely going to be getting some love. Specifically because Moon Knight is definitely it's confirmed to be coming. Carcom US. I said it right now. I said it right. We got Thor, Volume 4, number 1. First Jane Foster as did you guys hear that thunder? First Jane Foster as Thor.
Oh,
first
right.
Print. Been
You see that? That was
Jane Foster. Yeah. I had nothing to, we are all production experts here, but I had nothing. I do not have a sound pad with me at all. That was insane.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Hold on.
Perfect timing.
Nah, it didn't happen. That was incredible, though. God, we're going to have to cut that out. Maybe Spine Takes will do it. All right. Hey, it's my turn, guys. My second fresh get of the week. Yeah, this is another TFAW delivery. Guys, as I said, I am loving Firepower. Y'all should be collecting. It's Robert Kirkman. A lot. He can be divisive. People may not like his work at times, but I'm a huge Walking Dead fan, but I love this book, Firepower. This is issue 12. Normally they don't have any variants or anything like that, but for issue 12 they went all out. It's an anniversary issue of sorts. This is the McFarlane version, the McFarlane variant cover. So I just you heard that. I know y'all heard that. Yeah, so I'm just loving this cover right here. I'm a little distracted because I'm wondering if I'm going to lose power. I'm not going to show my third fresh get, and I haven't been excited about my fresh gets for weeks. This one I'm super excited about. So I'm just If you lose me, Chris, just run with the show. All right, moving on. We got, y'all ready? Back at it with all your wonderful fresh gets. Listen, here's the deal. Cover Junkie Comics loves his Doctor Doom. He loves his Doctor Doom, and that shows in this book right here. What if, number 18, what if the Fantastic Four battled Doctor Doom before they got their powers? Another Doom cover for the best segment on YouTube. We greatly appreciate that. Cover Junkie Comics, we appreciate you as well. That is just a great what if cover. That's got to be early 90s. It's a $1.25 price tag on that book. So definitely, gosh, I can't wait for the what if series. Great. There's another one. Another great handle here. Word Bubble Collects Electric Black #1 second print AMKM.
That is
metaphorical store exclusive. I don't know what any of that means, but it's a nice looking book right there. We got good friend Matt Stadge. It's been a while since I hit the LCS. This is just a small sample of what I had waiting. You got that Gleason Black Panther variant, gorgeous Venom 200 variant, and Hulk Time of Monsters. I guess that's the story about the first Hulk. I have not read that, but I am interested. Maybe I'll wait for Marvel Unlimited. We have next up, Disney Family Collectibles. Sweet mail call and a local buy. Got to have my Disney exclusive from the Avengers Campus. I'm wondering if you live near a Disneyland there and you're able to visit Avengers Campus. Would love to hear what your thoughts are. I hear nothing but great things about it. But this was being sold, I think, on the campus. This is also in your local comic shops as well. All right, moving on. I'm loving this. I love this right here. Comic Noob, you know how it is when you have that book, you will always pick up Iron Man 128. I mean, that's just a classic book. With a classic story. It's his fifth copy now, and an upgrade to his Amazing Spider-Man 150. Nice pickups there. Manny, this is your third fresh get of the week. What do you got, buddy?
All right, so I guess I'm gonna keep on with the horror type books. I got Nice House on the Lake, issue 2. This has been a great read. With this one, there's it's like a script or something for like big chunks of pages. And normally I'd be like, I don't like that, but it works in this. It's kind of like when Hickman started putting all that infographics in on X-Men. Like for some reason, it just works. So I'm really, really digging the mystery and the just every time there's a reveal in this book, man, my jaw hits the ground. So Nice House on the Lake, Tynan just killing it. Loving that book.
Yeah, is it fair to say that Tynan is just absolutely on fire? Anything he does, it's hot.
Yeah, it took a little while to get into his Batman run, but yeah, no, everything else just amazing.
I have a feeling we'll look back on this Batman run 5 years from now, and it will be one of the iconic runs. And again, it does seem like he's throwing shit to the wall to see what sticks with all these new characters, but I really think that some of these characters will stick. Obviously, Punchline is there. So we'll see. We shall see. All right, moving on, though. We got our, Mark Leneker, who gave away his 9.8 ASM 55-second print. Slab, he has another book right here. This is looking nice. This might have flown under a lot of people's radar, but I wanted to give a shout-out to Scout Comics for issue 1 of Tales Told in Techno-Horror Season 1, a modern-day EC sci-fi horror homage. Lots of short, sharp shocks and a lot of fun. Plus a great cover. That cover is gorgeous. That's gorgeous for many reasons. It looks creepy as hell, but the colors are incredible. Speaking of Tynion, Tanyan, I never get his name right. Wise Guy Collectibles, Department of Truth, #1, CGC 9.8. Oh, by the way, y'all could be winning this as well.
Yeah.
First print, cover A with some chicks. Those are, I believe the one on the left is cover B. I'm not sure if the one on the right is first issue variant, but I definitely recognize that one as well. I do like this cover. I really like this this name as well. Thanos Wins with a V instead of an A. Tagged by Yin Josh Comics for Fresh from the Comic Shop. I'm still waiting for stuff to arrive, but I did grab this Moon Knight #2. Don't think there's anything particularly special about this issue, but I just love the cover. Yeah, the covers on this run are incredible. I agree. That cover is outstanding. All right, this guy kills it each and every week. Eric, aka Zora's Tiger from Spine Ticks.
Yeah.
Here we go. Shout out to Tony
Yeah.
and Sammy, aka Skeleton Key Comics, for the assist with this awesome issue of Captain America 164. First appearance of Nightshade, which I have always wanted within the PC. This is what's interesting. He's looking for books that have this, by the way. I even found a faint date stamp on the cover, which is turned into a new feature characteristic that I enjoy on my older books. Definitely check them out for their live events and upcoming YouTube channel. That is Skeleton Key Comics. Y'all should know who they are as well. Definitely amazing members of the community. Speaking of amazing member of the community, this guy has just come on strong on the scene in the past 6 months, and his wife as well. X11 Bravo, some of our newest books. That is a ton of books right there. You got some Star Wars. You got some old Avengers there. Gosh, there's so much. But that's some good stuff right there, X11 Bravo. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Christopher, your last fresh get of the week. Well, before you give that, Manny, you better, I hope you have some choice. Some things
the whole page is just covered, man. So many good books.
Awesome.
All right, here we go. Chris, your last fresh get of the week. What do you got?
Okay, so I did an unboxing of an AOK on my video from a eBay store called the Latimer Collection. They reached out to me, sent me an amazing AOK. I ended up showing, I think, a couple of those off maybe last week or the week before. I think it was maybe a couple weeks ago. And I followed them on eBay, and you all should check them out too. The Latimer Collection. You guys could go see a video that I did talking about an AOK a couple weeks ago, and I did a haul video unboxing this last week where I have a link to their eBay store again. So big shout out to them. But I actually followed them on eBay, and I was watching some of their items that was going on last week, and I won a few. And one was one that I did not think I was going to win. I was sitting on it, put a little small bait in, and I watched it the last 24 hours, and I ended up winning. And it is.
I'm just going to give an awkward silence here just to keep you hanging. What is it?
Strange Tales 159, first appearance of Contessa, Valentina, Allegra, DeFontaine. We know that this book got absolutely hot after seeing Julia Louis-Dreyfus show up in Falcon and Winter Soldier. This book is absolutely beautiful. If you could see on the top cover, though, there's about 1.5 inches chip missing. But other than that, like this book, if it wasn't missing that and it didn't have a little bit of a chip ding down at the bottom corner, this book would be like at least an 8.0. Obviously, that big missing chip is going to take it down a good few grades there, but I don't care. It was like, I couldn't believe what I won this book for. It's beautiful, presents amazingly well. And I'm just very happy to have gotten it. And I'm very happy to have gotten it by supporting Daniel and his team over at the Latimer Collection. So very, very happy. Like I said, guys, I didn't think, I was like, so I don't know about you guys, but me, like, I'll bid on stuff knowing that I won't win. I'll just play around with it, like see how high I could get, like, then I'm just like, okay, yeah, whatever. That's what I was really doing with this, but it ended up staying low, and I was like, wow.
Yeah, good on you. That's I feel like you have a strange tale, at least one strange tales each week, and this one is a good one to have because it's only going to continue to go up. That's all I'll say about that. Dude. All right, moving on here, we got Kid Collector Comics. This is his, as he says, this is his second entry for Fresh from the Comic Shop. He's got a, tell you what, it's good timing with that Something is Killing the Children cover up at the top right. You got your Ghost Rider 28 with the Midnight Suns. I could think some Ultimate Fantastic Fours. You got Secret Wars. These are some good pickups you got there, Kid Collector. Keep at it, sir. All right, and our last fresh get from the community is Caution Comics. Got this in the mail. It's my Thor 129, the first appearance of Ares. I just think this Kirby cover is great. You damn right it is. Look at that thing. It is gorgeous. Actually, any Kirby cover. I can't. I mean, I don't know if I've seen every Kirby cover he's ever done, but I can't see myself being like, you know what? That's a horrible Kirby cover. I really can't see that being the case. All right, my last fresh get of the week, guys. I purchased my first comic book from Mercari, the app. Didn't know what to expect, but I saw a great price for this book that I have wanted for a while. I've gotten on this train like over a year ago with other issues, but I just never got her first appearance. I got it. I ordered it, I think, on Tuesday and received it on Friday. That was really quick. And it is in pristine condition. It's Invincible Iron Man #1, the first appearance of Riri Williams. Nice. Her show's coming. She is the future, along with a variety of other Marvel characters, or young Avenger type characters. You got Kamala coming. You know, she's next. I'm just, these are the characters that are going to push the MCU forward, and she is a great character, you know, and all the books that I've read with her in there, really enjoying her as Ironheart as well. That is my last fresh get of the week, and right there, guys, that ends Fresh from the Comic Shop.